This is episode 99, the Wayne Gretzky, the Wild Thing episode of the podcast. We had a huge night in Kings lore, one of the biggest trades in Kings history since they've been in Sacramento. I'm sure
Yeah, I believe it was.
we will break that down as the night goes on. We'll have our comments for that. We're going to be doing a watch party. We will be
Why
watching
not?
Sabonis' first game in a Kings uniform. We also got Lamb and Holiday out there. We're
Uh,
gonna have a fun time tonight.
yeah, I mean, Kings look so good so far. Ball's moving. I don't really think they know what the plays are, but I don't think it really matters currently. With 3:40 left in the second, Kings are up three. Just gave up a three. They were up six at one point earlier in this game. So, like you said, the ball's moving. One of the hardest things to do is to beat a team two nights in a row. So I
This is different.
think the
This is
Kings have
completely
that already in their bag. So hopefully, what is happening?
Yeah, we have a completely different team from the night before though. So we added
That
Sabonis and two other players.
no rules, no rules.
I think we're gonna have a fun game tonight. Already into this game, the ball is moving. We got pick and roll. Sabonis is just finding open dudes. There's a little bit of defense, not a lot, because it's 61 to
No.
57 with 3 minutes left in the second quarter. But this is the team we want, right? A fun offensive team. We still have Fox and Barnes and many other negative defenders. Sabonis, I guess, isn't that great at defense, but
No, they were saying that he's average. Another steal, though, there by the Kings. We're out and running. Sabonis passes it to himself and then kind of dunked it. Kings go up by 7 with 3 minutes left in the second. Pretty
I love that
wild
we just get
timeout now.
Sabonis on the team and Metu scores 12 points in the first quarter. Those are related, right?
No, I don't think that has anything to do with anything. Is home? I've only been watching a little bit, but is Holmes playing tonight? I
Holmes
heard that he
came off the
was.
bench. He came in at the 3 minute mark. He hasn't played a lot. He is
Yeah.
the most heavily rumored King to be traded between now and noon tomorrow.
Yeah, what I heard also is Barnes for sure is probably not going to get traded, unfortunately.
You know what else we heard 2 days ago was Tyrese Halliburton will for sure not be traded.
We'll see. I think the Kings need to probably make one more move to make me a little excited, but I think getting rid of Buddy, as we talked about, getting rid of Tristan Thompson, opened up a little cap after last year because I don't know if it's Lamb or Holiday. One of them is expiring,
Lamb's
so that's going to be good.
expiring, I believe.
And what's good too is we get 2 more years of Sabonis.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, what can you do? Hopefully, it works out. I mean, now you have two really good options. Open up a little cap space at the end of the year. Hopefully, maybe get a third guy.
The
That's
hardest guy is to
60%.
get the second guy, Troy. That's what they said
Yep.
in Chicago, and that's why you make the big trade for Vucevic so that the other guys will come. Hopefully that happens for the Kings. I don't know that Sacramento's a destination like Chicago would be, but at least they're making moves. Troy, so let's go over the trade real quick for those that are not following Twitter and refreshing every 38 seconds like we are. The Kings traded Tyrese Halliburton,
Mm-hmm.
Buddy Hield, thank God,
Mm-hmm.
and the expiring contract of Tristan Thompson for Domantas Sabonis, Justin Holiday, and Jeremy Lamb, and a second round pick
In
with
2023, I
weird
believe.
protections on it that I may or may not ever convey. But it is there. It is included. Big deal for the Kings. So, Troy, your initial reaction to the news. Where were you when you got the news?
Well, you text me. I was at work. Anytime I see a trade happens, the way I look at it, not just in real sports, but also in fantasy sports, whoever in the trade gets the best person wins the trade, in my opinion. And I think that we got the best player in that trade. Halliburton, I think possibly we may have sold a little high on him. I don't know what he's going to translate to down the road. I feel like he is a chameleon. He can play with any team, unlike some other players. So I think he'll do fine in Indiana. I think he'll be pretty good there. Just happy we got rid of Buddy. I couldn't watch that train wreck anymore. So I like Sabonis. I like these two other
Addition by
guys.
subtraction.
So We'll see. I think in the long run, it's good. I think Fox now getting to play with the ball more. Sabonis is a good rebounder. He's a good passer. Is what you need out of your bigs, and then defensively, hopefully they can just find something. I don't know about the defense.
He's also a rebounder too, which is huge. So I saw the trade alert at work on my Apple Watch.
Ooh.
So I saw that the Pacers traded Sabonis and Jeremy Lamb because that was the original tweet from Woj. He put Jeremy Lamb twice, and
Yeah, I was like,
that's all that fit on my watch. I was like, oh wow, who made the trade for Sabonis? And then I scrolled down on my watch and I saw Tyrese Halliburton, and my heart almost broke. That was
yeah,
tough.
I mean,
That was
he's one of
tough.
those guys, one of those guys that we drafted, he's a good guy, good person. Like it seems like around town, he wanted to be here, which is an important thing in a small market type of thing. And he really flourished, especially in the last couple weeks with Fox not playing a lot. His numbers have really skyrocketed. And I don't know if it's one of those things where, someone has to get the points, someone has to get the assist type of thing because there's not a lot of other decent guys playing. But you could say the same thing with Sabonis in Indiana. So I don't know. I'm still kind of on the fence about it. I think it's going to be a couple years down the road, obviously, that we'll really know because who knows what Halliburton's going to become. But we already know that Sabonis is going to be good, which is a good thing to know.
So I went through many stages of grieving and trying to figure out what was going on. I said a lot of mean things on Twitter right after that trade, mostly about Vivek and everyone. Vito hates it. Locust here joining us too. I don't know if she's followed on the trade. I was very mad to start out, but the more I think about it, and after watching a quarter of the basketball so far, I think Sabonis might do a better job of unlocking Fox. If someone can get him the ball. Um,
Yeah,
in
how
speed, Halliburton will kick it around and he'll make a good pass to the outside, but that's not where Fox needs it. He needs to be able to get hit on a cut or something where we can take advantage of his speed. It's a little bit different. We have a lot more pick and roll capability with Sabonis. That's his thing, and he knows no plays. He
no.
basically flew in last night, and the Kings
So
are playing really well right now.
yeah, Kings up 4 here with a minute 39. If you guys is your first watch party with us, we're usually a little bit behind. Like you said, I think look at that offensive rebound by Sabonis. Um, oh, that's nowhere close. Is that Buddy? No, we traded him. But like you said, Fox and Halliburton both like the ball in their hands. Unfortunately, there's only one of those. So I think one of them had to go. Do I wish that it was Fox that left? Yeah, maybe. But I think Fox now, they're going to have to play a different style. I mean, Halliburton's the kind of guy who can create something like in a half court. I think Fox is more Sabonis. He's so talented with the ball, with the layup there to go up 6. Fox, I think we're going to have to get out and run, get some quicker points. Halliburton can be more of a half court, pick and roll type of guy. So we'll see. I If you would have
I'm
told me at the
waiting to
beginning,
I'm waiting to pass all my judgment until we find out what all of the moves are.
yeah,
Um,
if there's a bigger plan.
there's a bigger plan. So the fit right now doesn't make a ton of sense because Sabonis plays the 5. Holmes is a 5 that's making what $10 million a year. So he's probably not going to be on the team. We also have Damian Jones has played really well, so he'd be a pretty good backup. Bags is sitting there with his $11 million doing nothing. I'm sure he'll be gone. We'll see if they can get some other pieces. We at least have some. We traded for a wing in that trade.
Yeah,
Holiday's a small forward. We don't technically have one of those except for Barnes, who we've been trying to make be a power forward, even though he's not a power forward.
I think that's what's going to be big is if we do keep Barnes, which it looks like we're going to do, he could sneak down into the 3. We can have some other people, and he can play. He doesn't have to try to play big man. Move Fox with a 3 in transition. He has some new life in that body. They're up 9 with 27 seconds left in the half.
I think he's
Yeah, you're not good.
playing. Please don't trade me. I want to stay too. I don't
Yeah,
know
I
who they would
mean,
actually be able to get for Fox. I don't even want to talk about that because I kind of want to see where this goes. I want to see if they can move Holmes for a power forward. Barnes, I don't think we're going to get what we need. If we're
no.
playing win now, we need Barnes. He's actually shooting. He's over 40% from three, which is better than Buddy was this year. He's
Ooh,
just kind
missed
of
it though.
boring to watch and drive in, and he's a negative on defense. But he's kind of the one
A
that we
little.
need.
Honestly, if you had told me at the beginning of the season, before the season started, that we were going to trade Halliburton for Sabonis, basically straight up, I'd be pretty happy about it. And I think in the long run, once we get our feelings out of the way, I think that McNair's actually done a pretty good job building what could be one of the best teams we've had in a long time. Between Fox and Sabonis, we're gonna be happy. You just got to put some other parts around that.
All right, Vito, let me qualify my win now mode. They are absolutely just trying to get the 10 seed and trying to get
Oh,
lucky to win 2 games to end the playoff drought. Um, which I
Tennessee
think
considers to end the playoff drought.
we also did not trade our draft pick, so we still have another good first round draft pick. Monty's 2 for 2 on his first round draft picks so far. He nailed Halliburton, which we got Sabonis for, and Mitchell's
Yeah.
been pretty good. He's gone best available, which is what we've asked of our GM for the last decade, and it's going pretty well. So I have some faith we'll let him make some moves. I know Vivek is probably vetoing the trades that he wants to put through. I've heard rumors that he doesn't want Barnes to get moved, and that might be part of the reason why he hasn't been moved yet. So we'll see.
Interesting. He needs to get out of the kitchen because I think, like you said, McNair's doing a really good job. And I think we give McNair a lot of flack because he only made one trade up to this year. But I think if what you're saying is true, maybe he's wanted to make some trades, he just hasn't been able to. So I think if
Well,
old
he's
Jerry
also
Jones
the one
is
that pushed a trade for Buddy Buckets because it was his favorite player.
who did that?
Vivek pushed to get Buddy Hield for Cousins.
That makes a lot more sense.
That was his favorite player. And he said no when Vlade had the
Gosh.
better deal, and I think that's why he made the "I had a better deal on the table" comment when he did, trying to throw Vivek under the bus.
Gosh. It's sad, but hey, great first half of the new regime. I like the way it's going. And
Vito,
we're so
we
close.
don't know if Sabonis is going to walk in 2 years. That's the risk you take. The same risk that we took when we traded for C-Web. The same risk that we took when we traded for Bibby instead of Jason Williams. Those were fan favorites that we traded away. You take a big risk. You have missed
And
the
we
playoffs for
traded
15 years in a row. You got to try something.
I mean, we even traded Mitch Richmond. So I mean, you eventually are going to have to get rid of some of those people that we love, and we're just hoping, you know what I mean, that it's going to work out in the long run. But again, basketball is pretty simple. I mean, one player can change an entire franchise, can change an entire team. And if anyone in this is watching this has watched Sabonis play, you're going to know that we're going to be fine. I think he's hands down better than Halliburton. So let's not worry about that part of the trade. Let's just worry about what else we're going to do here. But Kings up 7.5. Let's go. How far are they out of the 10th, Zach?
They are, I believe, a game and a half. I'll pull up and get the exact numbers here. The
Yeah, I think they were
problem
saying
is the team that's ahead of them just made some win now moves as well. So
who the
Portland's going to
Blazers?
drop out. No, the
Yeah, they got
Pelicans are the 10 seed. And they just traded for CJ McCollum.
Okay, so I thought the Blazers were still 10 and they got rid of
Blazers are
McCollum,
11. They're going away. We are 3 games back of the Pelicans. And the current 9 seed is the Lakers, who don't think we have any chance of catching.
They right now are an absolute dumpster
They're
fire, and
3
I
and
am
a half
all
games ahead of the
here
Pelicans.
for it. I am all here for the Lakers dumpster fire. I heard this question on the radio today. Who do you think's more of a dumpster fire right now, the Nets or the Lakers?
It's pretty
I think
bad.
the Nets have lost. Do you have that up still? How many in a row have the Nets lost? I think like 9.
The Nets have lost 9 in a row.
Suck it, Nets. And then Harden's basically saying he wants out, and then people are saying no, you should trade Kyrie because you only play half the games, and
He only
it
has
is
like
full
9
on
home
fun.
games left or some like weird stat like that, unless they make the playoffs and he gets to play on the road. I've also heard it's strategy for the Nets to want to be 5 through 8 so that they get an extra Kyrie game.
I'm getting texts as we're on the live feed from some people watching the game. This is fun to see. Sabonis is so good. Time to trade Holmes. He is useless on this squad.
Yeah, he doesn't fit. We knew that was going to be the case if they traded for Sabonis, that they needed to get rid of Holmes. He was good. He fit well with Halliburton. Halliburton's not here.
No. Yeah, we should trade him to the Pacers. Who else could we get from the Pacers? Just send them all over here. They can at least make the playoffs.
So, have you heard any good trade rumors for Barnes or Holmes or anything that caught your eye?
I haven't. I'm not the big Twitter guy like you are, so I don't really see any of those. I just hear whatever's on 1140. Basically, just said from what they've heard is Barnes isn't going anywhere. Holmes and Bagley are the two right now that are possibly going to get moved.
Heard a lot of PJ Washington buzz. I've seen some trade machines with Kyle Kuzma, which I think would be pretty cool. I don't think that would happen since they just
We
traded for him.
tried that already.
Yeah, but we're going to do it for realsies this time.
Oh, you can't. No, for realsies.
We're going to do it for
Yeah,
realsies.
great. If you guys are just joining us by special podcast, this is our 99th show. Join us next week for our big 100th episode, Wildness. It's going to be on. We already have 5 guests lined up. They're all going to come on. We're kind of reminisce on all the crazy things we've done throughout the couple of years we've been doing this. So mark your calendars right now. Next week,
it's going to be a good time.
February 16th, 8 p.m.
Kings are currently at halftime. They are on pace to score 142 points. Troy, you took the over in this one, right? Kings in the over?
As 237, I took the Kings. I didn't take the Kings, but I did take the over. But I had the over with some other overs, so
okay.
I don't think the Lakers game's going over. If we're being honest here, no, I don't think so. Either is the Warriors game.
All of the expiring contracts that the Blazers just traded for to sign someone in the offseason beat the Lakers tonight. I would love that.
I mean, they almost could have. I mean, they were 18-18 after the first. Lakers are up 7 at half, though. We got the Jazz against the Warriors. It was a really good game over there on ESPN at halftime as well. Jazz got the Warriors by 6. Some other scores as we look at them from the NBA tonight. The Cavs beat the Spurs 105-92. The Bulls on the road beat the Hornets 121-109. And the Raptors beat the Thunder 117-98.
Johnny the Mattress Man with the follow on Twitch. Thank you, Johnny.
Johnny the Mattress Man. Everyone loves the good Johnny the Mattress Man. Oh, we're also chasing the Spurs, too. I did not know that.
Who lost today?
Big news. If we win, we're tied. We played those extra game. We've played those extra games, so. Which one's the funny guy?
So we'll definitely pass the Blazers because they're actively trying to lose, so that makes sense. The Pelicans are the team of the two that we would have to pass that make me the most nervous based on all the trades they made. Plus, if they get Zion back, they could make a little bit of a run.
Is there any news on him if he's gonna be back?
Well, he was maybe going to play after preseason and hasn't played yet, so we'll see what happens.
I think he's too busy just pounding double quarter pounders.
Okay, I read a story on Twitter. Speaking of McDonald's, in 2008, when Usain Bolt set all of those world records at the Olympics, which was in Beijing, he didn't trust the food there. The only thing he would eat is chicken McNuggets from McDonald's because it was the only thing that didn't make him sick to his stomach. And he ate 1,000 chicken McNuggets in 10 days, 100 a day.
That's pretty good. I mean, you got to keep those calories up. That is wild. He didn't eat the fries. Do they have fries? I don't know what the sides are in other countries. Is there
potatoes in Beijing? I don't know if is that a thing.
I think it's basically the Idaho of countries.
Vito, you've been to China. Did they have were the fries too potatoey in Beijing? They do have the fries, or they were too potatoey. I need to know that answer.
All right. Also, if you're following us while we're waiting for this answer on potatoes in Beijing, if you're following us on social media, we did a 32-man bracket of our favorite Sacramento King of all time. The Elite Eight is running right now on our social media on Instagram and Facebook, but we only count them on Instagram. So go vote on Instagram right now.
At
Not
Spivey
very.
Special on Instagram.
There's not very many close matchups. The only close matchup right now we have is Peja and Bobby Jackson. Bobby Jackson somehow took down Jason Williams in the last round, which was kind of wild.
Not.
But anyways,
That's
if
unacceptable.
if everything stays the way it does, tomorrow we'll have a final four of Mike Bibby against Peja Stojakovic and Chris Webber against Doug Christie, which I kind of thought that
That's the
core
final
team.
four. That's
Yeah,
what it
that's the
should be.
kind of core team. I thought maybe Jay Will might sneak in, or maybe Vladi.
I thought
But
Slamson was going to take some people down, but people don't share the Slamson love like I do.
No, I mean, I thought it was silly to put him as the 1 seed. It's one of those teams like they didn't play anybody,
Yeah, you try to put Jack
and they.
Twyman as a 3 seed, so you don't get to talk about seeding.
I guarantee Jack Twyman takes down Slamson in a cage match, battle royale. All right, Jack. Tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow.
Heather's pick is
Sunday.
Christie to win this thing. I think he might win.
I think it's going to be
Although Bibby's
personally.
just been blowing people away.
But the only problem is he's got a tough. I think Bibby blows Peja out, but I don't know if Christie's going to take down Weber. That's a tough matchup. That's going to be close. It's going to come down to the last vote. And I think Bibby will run away with it. I think everyone loved Bibby.
I still love Christie, and I don't really.
The Mattress Man just started following us on Instagram. This is big news.
Johnny the Mattress Man is probably my new favorite person. Sorry, Loca.
I don't know.
New favorite.
Loca has Loca even been making comments tonight? Well, should we tell her that the Browns are terrible, or what do we have to do to get some comments in here tonight? It's not her birthday, so we can't have any comments. It's just ridiculous. So Kings up 7.5.
Are the Sacramento Kings the Cleveland Browns of the NBA? I think they are.
It's pretty good description. So the Kings up 7.5, taking on the Timberwolves for the second night in a row.
Johnny
Looking
Carreras
good.
is following us on Twitter. I'm going to guess that's Johnny the Mattress Man.
He's just getting all around. He just loves to hear his name on the stream. We'll just say it every 10 seconds. So as I said, Elite Eight currently up in social media. Spivey Special. It's looking like Bibby, Peja, Weber, Christie, but those could change. So go ahead and vote in our stories. We'll have the final four up tomorrow once these finish. I put them up a little later today, so probably be early morning that the new ones are launched. And Johnny the Mattress Man is back with Browns are pretty bad, and I love everything about it.
So we'll be coming back from halftime here, hopefully pretty soon. I need to get these Pizza Guy commercials off of my phone right now. I'm getting hungry right now. Okay, speaking of Pizza Guy, did I send you...
Okay.
Did you see what I tweeted? The best troll trade machine scenario of all time?
No.
All right, let me pull it up from my Twitter. Real quick.
I saw the picture, and then I did something else.
And there was words with it, and you don't know how to read.
I'm still trying to learn the new phone, so baby steps. I can text, and everything looks a lot better on the 13, but it's a big jump to go from a 7 to a 13. So I'm still learning. I just learned the other day how to close my apps. There's no home button. There's a lot going on. Hashtag Johnny the Mattress Man. Johnny. So the Kings, if you guys are just following us, the Spivey Special Podcast, Kings are up 7.5 on the Timberwolves, 71-64. It's our 99th episode.
All right, Trey, here's our troll. It's a 4-way trade.
Mm-hmm.
The Trailblazers get Jeremy Lamb.
Mm-hmm.
The Pacers get Harrison Barnes. And this went through on Trade Machine. The Heat get Justin Holiday.
Mm-hmm.
And the Kings get the Pizza Guy, Ben McLemore, Dwayne Dedman, and Buddy Hield.
Do it. Do it.
I was so happy when I saw that.
I'm kind of regretting not making a play school
What are
tonight.
you
All I
even
got's
doing?
I'm just drinking a Pepsi tonight. There's some Thursday. I mean, next week we'll be pounding some Spivey specials for sure. The 100th episode.
Dennis asked on
Spivey's.
Facebook, who do we think will win the match? I'm assuming he means the Kings game that's on currently.
There
I
could
think
be
the
a
Kings are
soccer
going to
or
win.
golf thing we don't know about
Table
going
tennis,
on.
maybe? I
Yeah,
was
I've
watching
never
curling.
heard
That
it
women's
called a
curling's team is
match.
dominating the ROC right now.
Have you seen the mixed doubles? I didn't get it. I watched it on mute because that's how I like to watch TV. And
Jim Cosmore does the curling. Why wouldn't you want to listen to him?
well, that might be another reason why I watched it on mute.
He does
Freaking
badminton in the
Kosovo.
summer and he does curling in the winter. Frank the Tank with the follow on Twitch.
Frank the Tank. Frank the Tank. I bet Frank the Tank and Johnny the Mattress, they gotta be friends.
I
I would go
feel
to
like they hang out with
I
each
would
other.
go to a party with Frank the Tank and Johnny the Mattress. I think that would be a fun party to go to.
All right,
But
second half has started, Troy. Kings are up
Okay.
7.
Okay, I'm jumping back on the game.
On
All
my
these text
thing,
messages.
according to our stream, they are going to be down. Or 4-point game now. D'Angelo Russell's hitting threes. That's not good for the Kings.
Depends who you're rooting for, and unfortunately not them. So the Kings look good in the first half. We'll see how we do coming home here. I mean, be
There's
a big
pick
win
and
for the
rolls.
Kings.
The balls are it's swinging around. People are actually shifting on the 3-point line to get open instead of just standing there waiting for the ball. I don't know what's going on. They've
Just
had no
hoist it.
practices with these guys.
Just think if they got to do that practice stuff. I mean, I think after this game, we go on a really tough 3-game roadie before the All-Star break.
I think we have one road game and then it's a 2 weeks off for the All-Star break. Maybe two road games and then the All-Star break.
I thought we had 3. It's a 3-game road. I thought maybe Saturday's our last game, and then I don't know. But we made a bucket. We are up 6.
Oh boy, I'm just bumping everything over here. Open that second beer and now I'm just bumping into the microphone.
Yeah. The big bad with the second biscuit. So Kings up 6, 10-20 left in the third. Again, if you're just joining us,
Yeah,
big
D'Angelo
3.
Russell just hit another 3. Told
We're
you,
usually
it's
a little
not good.
We're a little bit behind.
He's got
We
20.
watch it. Yeah, I think Edwards has it. Oh man, heat check. Good thing they have the sprinklers on. So Sabonis is just going to run it down the court. He throws it off Russell's foot. So Kings up 3, 9:53 left in the third. If you're just watching us again, we're a little behind. We stream the game on an app. So if the score on the screen's behind what we're saying, we apologize. But that's just how we roll. Always have.
That's how we do.
We ain't got no live TV. We got food there. I like Sabonis down in the block.
Killing people in the post right now, and I love it.
I'm telling you, he's the kind of guy that we kind of, I think, wanted Bagley to be.
Yeah.
And he isn't.
You're right, Troy. 3 on the road, and then we get our 8 days off for the break.
Yeah, I heard that. I think that we didn't get big miss there.
Washington, Brooklyn, Chicago.
Yeah, it's not an easy roadie. Let's just put it that way. Because they were saying that they hoped that Sabonis was playing tonight because we didn't have another home game till the 24th.
Barnes is getting active. He's like energized, or he's auditioning for other teams, or
both.
We finally have someone that knows how to get the ball to Harrison Barnes in his spots.
Yeah, I think a lot of things. I probably wouldn't let Russell cook like that, but up 5. He's already got 8 this quarter. That was a hold. Yeah, I don't like that. I'm telling you.
I really like the way the ball's moving right now. Sabonis looks good, man. And he's rebounding. We usually have to rely on Holmes or Bagley when he decides to play.
I told you if the Kings could get one guy in a trade, when we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, Sabonis was the guy I wanted.
The realistic trade partner.
Yeah.
You wouldn't pick Giannis because I think I'd rather have Giannis than Sabonis if I had to pick.
No, I wouldn't. Because that's not realistic. And one, look at that. He's just eating. And look at him. He just looks like a caveman. He looks like my hair with a little bit better beard.
De'Aaron Fox said that he was like an ox when he saw him, and they are now known as Fox and Ox, and I'm here for it.
Yeah, I believe Dr. Seuss is going to write a book about it, and I would read it every night to my kid at bed.
Travis is joining us in the chat. We also wish we still had Halliburton, but we got Sabonis from it, so I'm not.
Yeah, we're
past
2.5 quarters in.
We made peace with that. Kings make trades that aren't always that great, but we got a 2-time All-Star that's 25 years old for 2 more years.
Who is the best player in the trade?
Who was fine living in Oklahoma City and Indianapolis, so maybe we can actually convince him to stay.
Yeah, he wasn't really good in OKC, but again, it's one of those. The thing I like about the trade too is it's not like a super, super young guy or one of our draft picks that we have to develop because we don't develop draft picks very well at all.
No, historically.
No.
It's happened 0 times.
So that's why I like someone's already developed them for us. We'll take them because who knows how high Halliburton's ceiling's going to be with our development staff.
That was such a flop. I hate flopping. Kings up by 4, offensive foul.
I don't like it.
Guess.
Tee him up. Flop City, Utah.
Russell is just going to town on the Kings right now.
Gosh.
2-point game now.
That's all right. We're 7-point dogs. Oh, that was a kick ball, right? Yeah. And then he just throws the ball. You don't tee him up.
He didn't throw the ball. He was testing its durability.
Smart. So this isn't a T?
Oh, it is a T.
See? We are so good. Also, if you guys are just following us, we watch the game on mute, so we're sometimes even behind on that.
So we're behind, and we don't always know what's going on when there's penalties or reviews.
There's no better live stream to watch the game than with the Spider Brothers. That is a fact, Jack. Okay, so one of my buddies in a couple weeks is having a party, and everyone has to dress like Sabonis. Is just so strong down low. He didn't finish there, but Kings up 3 with 7 minutes.
Kings are tied now.
Gosh, Russell, I'd guard him.
If only we had someone like Tyrese Halliburton that could guard him.
I don't think.
So my new favorite stat for the Kings, of all of the guards that have more than 200 pick and roll defenses, De'Aaron Fox is in dead last, and the gap between him and the second worst is the same as the gap between second and 10th. He is the worst.
So what you're telling me is he's really lazy and doesn't play defense.
Yeah, he just drops and he doesn't fight through screens, and he doesn't even put his hands up. How are you the worst?
Someone's got to be. I mean,
I guess someone has to be.
My theory is if you're not first, you're last anyways. So it doesn't matter if you're second to 10th or very last. If you're not the best, you're just not the best. Okay, so again, with that story that we always get sidetracked on, my buddy is having a party in a couple weeks for his birthday.
Okay.
The big 4-0.
Ooh. Who's turning 40?
Brian.
Okay.
So he's having a party and everyone has to dress. I don't know if I've asked you this. Everyone has to dress like their favorite Will Ferrell character. Who would you dress as?
Mugatu.
Would you? Well, you've already dressed as.
Yeah, I already.
I think I'm going. So. Yeah, I think I'm going Jackie Moon.
Jackie Moon's a pretty good pick.
I just love that movie. I watched it the other day, Semi-Pro. Oh my gosh. It's got to be, for me, top 5 Ferrell movie.
He's had some pretty good roles, even when he's just like a small part.
Yeah, like even Wedding Crashers.
Wedding Crashers, that's. Or even in the movie Superstar, when he was in that was good too.
So what would you say are his top 3 movies if you had to rank them right now. We're on commercial break. Kings are tied 80-80 right now in the third. Top 3
That are Will
Will
Ferrell
Ferrell
movies or
movies.
roles that he played.
Just movies he's in.
Anchorman, Elf,
Hmm.
and Step Brothers. Those would be my 3.
That's hard to debate. Semi-Pro might supplant Step Brothers for me.
It's a better
There's
role, but
just
not as good of a movie.
yeah, Step Brothers is definitely a better movie.
Jackie Moon is the one of the only highlights of that movie. And the washing machine trade. I think that's the only.
There's just so many small little inside jokes that I just love. Slash, that's the era I wish I lived in.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so ridiculous.
I feel like you would write the
So,
song "Love Me Sexy."
mm-hmm. Gonna love me sexy. Yeah, so I think that maybe what about they have this guy there he is. He might guard Russell, right?
Yeah, where is Off Night right now? He's got one job right now.
I think he's taking the off night. Oh, he can miss. All right. So Sabonis out of the game, so it's not really as fun
This is a
anymore. I
bold
guarantee
defensive strategy where you just give the hot guy open threes over and over again, and we'll just see what happens.
I like the looks that Sabonis has. Like he's ready to play.
They're playing live or die by the Russell. They're doing
Mm-hmm.
they're doing what we used to do with Buddy Hield.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I like this. Metu on Russell. Oh, that's gonna end well for us. Wide open three. Bang. See, that's what they did last night. I think they made like 13 threes in the first half or
They're
something
good, man.
ridiculous like
These
that.
guys are getting hot.
They're 5 and
Leo on
9.
Facebook says the Kings will win +9 with a beer emoji. Is he betting a beer? Do we get a beer if the Kings don't win by 9?
Has he drank 9 beers and that's why he thinks that the Kings are going to win? There's a lot of things going on in that message that nobody knows. The troubles we've seen. Yeah, Sabonis got
Ooh,
trucked in the face there. I saw that little gash under his eye.
yikes.
But I was listening to their color guy, or one of their guys was on the Carmichael Dave show this morning, and he said every single game Sabonis plays afterwards, he's got a scratch or a cut or something. That's just how he plays.
We're going to
So
have to get him some Rashawn Holmes goggles. That's what happens when you play in Golden 1. You get bashed in the
maybe
eyeball.
maybe you just trade Holmes and then we don't trade the glasses and the glasses get to stay.
Yeah.
Twofer.
The goggles are property of the Sacramento Kings, and they stay here.
I'm gonna agree with that. So the Kings down 2. They were up what 7.5. So
The fact that they're
I
even
don't
in this game was pretty good.
with
Minnesota's
with
been
three
hot.
with 3 guys that just kind of showed up today. There's one of them. Mary had a
Mary had a Jeremy Lamb.
uh-huh. Yeah, that was a bowski by Russell. I like it.
Barnes is getting in his face.
Well, Fox wasn't.
How is Mitchell not guarding him? Do they have him on Anthony Edwards or something?
I don't know there's no rules tonight, Zach. How did that go in? It's good when you shoot it and it hits the bottom of the rim first,
That was
right?
like a horse shot. Okay, you got to do a finger roll. It has to hit the bottom of the rim and roll around and back in.
This isn't a good matchup for us either.
Towns against anyone?
No, I'm just not really a Holmes without a Halliburton guy.
He is very good with Halliburton on offense, but he's an undersized big who's not a super great rim protector.
How tall is Sabonis though? Sabonis isn't that big.
He's a
He
5,
plays
though.
big.
He's listed as a power forward.
He plays big, but I don't think he's that tall. I think he's like 6'9".
He's 6'11", 240
Oh,
from Gonzaga. He was
yeah.
born in 1996. Ugh.
He was one of the best college basketball players. I loved watching him. His dad was pretty good too.
Yeah. and probably the best passing big man ever.
That's what you want is you want Towns just dropping tray skis. So Kings down 3 with 5 minutes left in the third. Teams looked actually pretty good tonight with, like we said earlier, very few minutes together. That was a lot of steps by Metu, but
The offense has been fantastic, which is what we thought Sabonis would bring to it. The concern is that we didn't get any better on defense, other than getting rid of Buddy.
oh, Mitchell with a big 3. Kings tie the game with 4:30 left in the game. Yeah, but you get rid of Buddy, but you're bringing in guys that play okay defense. I don't know. Like I said, I think it's like the first.
I think Holiday is a plus defender. I was looking at some advanced stats. Sabonis is like just negative. Barnes is pretty far negative. Fox is the worst. Mitchell's
Ever.
very good. So if they do trade Holmes, hopefully it's a power forward that can play some defense.
It would be
or
nice
hit threes.
to have.
Those are the two weaknesses right now: is defense and 3-point shooting.
Yeah, we don't really have a lot of guys that can hit threes on this roster. That's for sure. Especially Fox.
We got a lot of guys that love to shoot them, but only Barnes can hit them at above average rate.
Mary had a little. I don't think he's even hit the inside of the rim yet.
He nailed a three like to start the game, and then he's been going for it. 7 points. He's 2 for 6 from 3. I thought we got rid of Buddy Hield.
God, I mean, it's one of those things like literally got off the plane and, hey, we're playing tonight in an arena that you play in maybe once or twice ever. Here comes our other guy, Holiday.
I like Holiday.
Me too.
From what I've seen so far.
We're going real little.
The bench unit's been pretty good. Looking at the plus minus right now.
That's your favorite stat.
I love a good plus minus.
How did that go in? Wow, that was impressive. So Kings down 4, 3:47 left in the third. Playing really good for what our roster construction is. There's your guy. Clang, clang.
That's the
Kings
60%
down
there.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good shot. I mean, what can you do more than that? Let him shoot those.
The center Mitchell. That's in the 3-point contest?
Is he in the 3-point contest?
Yeah, Towns is in the 3-point contest this year.
Wow. Barnes is just eating tonight. If you trade him, this is a good game to do it afterwards.
Well, I think he's re-energized. We've got some guys that move the ball in a different way. It doesn't look like everyone's standing around the 3-point line waiting to get their ISO turn that they're all terrible at.
But like we were kind of talking about, though, I mean, look at the lineup that you're going to have if you could trade and get a good 4. If you could have Barnes at the 3, a good 4 with Sabonis, Fox, and whoever you want to put at the 2. I mean, that's a decent. I mean, it's not a, hey, we're going to be top 4 in the West lineup, but it's a good start from where we were.
Yeah, PJ Washington or maybe even a shooting guard at this point.
Yeah, I mean, whoever you can get I mean, you have 2 guys to trade. Holmes, Bags, or Barnes. But if you keep Barnes, he's at the 3.
Len.
Trade Len. I don't care who else you want to trade. So basically you'll have, is Jones just not playing tonight? Or is it because Holmes is getting those backup center minutes?
Holmes is the backup center minutes. Damian Jones has played 4 minutes.
So I'm saying if you go Jones and Sabonis, you got Barnes. Oh, no, Harkless tonight. He rolled his ankle last night. But at the 1 position, you have Fox and Mitchell. I think that's pretty good.
Lamb is technically our only shooting guard, other than Jemias Ramsey.
Ugh, do not play him. I think, didn't he start last night?
We also have Len and, I don't know.
Like
Indy
you said,
Baller Dave, thanks for joining us.
I'm
sure you're here for the Sabonis and the title, but we appreciate any Pacer fan. He says we're going to love Justin Holiday. I'm in.
We already do. We're a little off on Lamb, but We're happy that he's going to be gone after this year. Sabonis is a stud, as everyone knows. Sabonis is going to be really good for us. So we're hoping the Ox and the Fox, can take us to the promised land of the 10 seed this year, or
Andy Baller
possibly
Dave, you are going to love Tyrese Halliburton. He is our favorite player, the only one that we really cared for. And he's gone now. He is getting better and better by the day. Elite passer. He's shooting like 42% from three. He's the best in like every advanced metric. And he's only going
killer
to get better.
in the fourth quarter. He makes everyone around him better. So just sorry about giving you Buddy Hield. We are sorry in
Hopefully
advance
you
about
guys can
Buddy Hield.
flip Buddy Hield, which it sounds like you guys are trying to do. That's exactly what I would do. Get him out of there. Send him to the Lakers.
He's one of those guys that he's going to go play for a good team and be really good because he's not going to have to do too much.
I don't know, man.
You think
He's
he's
still
just
bad at defense.
You think he's just mentally bad?
I think he's not a good basketball player.
But he can shoot sometimes. I saw a tweet someone
he's
said,
an elite volume 3-point shooter. If you only give him like a few a game, like if he's on the Lakers, LeBron's not passing him the ball where he can shoot 12 threes a game.
well, if he's hot, if he's cooking, you got to let him shoot. But the only thing, I saw someone tweet that
But as
said,
soon as he gets hot, then he shoots the off balance, like in traffic nonsense three.
Ooh, okay, Holmes, trade him after that dunk right now, mid game, pull him out.
That's a heck of a pass, too.
Yeah, very good pass. Okay, just let him take it in. Wide open layup. Yeah, I think if the Kings are going to win very many games the rest of this year, it's going to have to be a very, 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 very high scoring affair.
Andy Baller, Buddy Buckets does not play defense. He doesn't even know how. Halliburton's a plus on defense. He's pretty good. He is an elite. He's really good at jumping passing lanes. He will get a ton of steals for you guys. You guys will love him.
I heard someone also say that you're welcome, Indiana, for all your clubs are going to be doing a lot better with Tristan Thompson coming to town.
He's there to make the trade work. I think that's the only thing. I heard he's a buyout candidate. Maybe he can end up on the Lakers. That'll be fun.
Well, didn't he used to date a Kardashian? So he's from the LA area.
Yeah.
Why not? Send him back. So the Kings down 2, minute 47. One of those is inbounds, weird fouls things where they're going to get a shot here.
92 points with a minute 47 left in the third. I like this.
And you're down 3.
Yeah. Well, we knew they were going to be bad at defense, Trey.
But that's the thing. Sabonis really hasn't played
Offense is
too
easy
many
to do
minutes.
with random dudes. Defense is tough. Team defense is tough to do with random dudes.
Well, did Barnes just walk off the court?
I think Fox came in for him.
But why did he go into the tunnel? Do you have anything on Twitter or anything?
Maybe he has to take a dump or something. I don't know.
Oh, they didn't say that he had to do.
The captions didn't say dump. So.
It's a little weird to me. He walked straight to the tunnel. I don't know.
Yeah, Andy Baller Dave, we are excited about the rebounding. We're excited about the
passing,
pick and roll offense, the passing, all of it that we've seen so far. We were aware that he wasn't the greatest at defense.
He just said thank you to the heavens, Jeremy Lamb. We got him twice, too, in that trade. So
Jeremy had a little lamb.
I don't think we've even tried to play defense is the hard part here.
This is like the 1980s Nuggets where they just let them score every time and we just outshoot them. Is that what's going on?
But we can't do that second part. Or can we? Ha-ha! 99-97. 45 seconds left in the third. Kings down 2. Mitchell having a nice night. 12 points, 6 boards, and 4 assists. Towns has played a lot of minutes. He's going to have to sit. Him and Russell are going to have to sit to start the. Oh, he's just cooking tonight. Russell is. Kings down 5. I think he's got at least.
Because De'Aaron Fox is guarding him. Can we put Mitchell on him?
Right.
That's literally why we got him.
No, he's checking him again. Don't worry about it. The guy's got a. That's a bad looking man bun too. Of all the man buns in all of the land, that's one of the worst man buns. So Kings down 3.
Hey,
Step
99
back.
points through 3. That's nothing to sneeze at. And this
I don't know
offense has
what.
looked a lot of fun.
Almost made one at the buzzer. So Kings down 3 after 302 to 99. Over looking good. Darren Fox looking atrocious on defense. Sabonis not really getting as many minutes as he will in the future. I don't know if it was the pop to the eye or the fact that he just landed like 6 hours ago on an airplane. Could be both. Could be neither.
They were here last night, actually.
Oh, were they?
Yeah. Fox ran into him in the stadium yesterday. And there was pictures of people seeing them all walking together through the streets of Sacramento and taking selfies.
Well, they couldn't like maybe learn the plays.
Well, the trade didn't even get finalized until like 20 minutes before the game started.
So they would have got sent back if it didn't get finalized.
Yeah, if somebody failed their physical or something.
Physical. Tristan Thompson would have been that guy. What do you mean I gotta be sober? I'm traded, baby. I'm out of here.
Your
I don't
blood
gotta play
pressure's really
doubles.
high. Did you just eat like 48 chicken wings? Yeah, I did.
Yeah, it was all you can eat buffet.
They get a
Surprised
big
you didn't know that.
buffet at the strip club.
Mm-hmm. That's what you want is a 7 a.m. Sacramento strip club.
With all you can eat bacon?
Yeah, I think the dancers are eating all the you eat bacon. So the Kings down 3 after 3. 7-point dogs. The over's probably going to hit. I think it was 237. So that's always a plus if you're a guy who likes to bet the over.
Which you did, hopefully.
Yeah, but I part of it. Will you give me? You got the other NBA scores?
I can pull them back up for you, Trey. What else did you need? Probably another over, if I had to guess.
Yeah, I just need over in the other 2 7 o'clock games. Just did a little fun little bet. I don't think the Lakers is going over or the Warriors. But you never know. Second half, sometimes they can get a little squirrely.
Lakers is 82-78 with 10 to go in the fourth quarter.
That's not good. That is positive. You need overtime there.
And Warriors is 78-65 at the end of the third.
That is not good.
That
Who's winning that
one?
one?
The Jazz are up 13. And the Trailblazers are up 4, Troy.
Are you serious?
Maybe the Lakers will come back. We could take their spot.
Russell has to get traded tonight if they lose.
Oh, yeah. LeBron will pack his bag.
Did you hear the other night?
He'll sign off on the John Wall trade, I think, if they lose tonight.
The other night, Westbrook got the ball in the corner, and all the Laker fans just started booing, and then he shot and he missed. It was so good. Before he even shoots, everyone's like, no, no, no.
So my favorite new clip that I've seen of any basketball game, they were playing against the Bucks. And Russell Westbrook gets an offensive rebound, and he's about 7 or 8 feet from the basket. And Giannis just backs up and lets him shoot. Like, he doesn't even put a hand up. He just steps back like you do against a guy that can't make a three. And he totally bricks it from 8 feet. And then Giannis gets the rebound.
Yeah, I think the Bucks at one point, I think that game was yesterday or the day before. The Bucks were up like 40. Lakers
Giannis
made it close.
Putting it on them.
Lakers made it a little close late, but I think they ended up winning by like 15 or so. Sabonis back in the game, which is good to see. I don't know if I like that. It was a late foul call.
Even though you don't have the sound on?
Yeah, I mean, you can see when the guy puts his hand up. But it was definitely a foul. So, Naz Reid.
He whacked him pretty good.
I don't think he's in there to score the ball, but the stroke looked nice from the line.
Andy Baller said nice pass by Sabonis in the lane. So he must be ahead of us. We'll see how that goes.
Let's hope so. Or he was talking about on that pick, he gave a nice little pop there to Fox. So
Okay.
could be more than one thing.
I'm loving this Sabonis guy so far. I cannot wait for tomorrow. We're going to have a hard
Oh my,
time working tomorrow with a trade deadline at 12. There could be a lot of things going on in the NBA.
till noon, right?
Noon, 3 o'clock Eastern time.
He's in the circle. I don't like that. Sabonis, you got hosed.
Ooh, he's yelling at the ref. I love it.
Not a lot though. Not like whiny whine. Can you challenge that?
If he's in the circle, you can.
Challenge it. It's your new guy. I think he's in the circle. Like that, he can't be on that line, right? So we think there's going to be a challenge. We don't really know anything. So Kings currently down 4 early in the fourth.
He looks like
Guys
he's
are
got a
just
foot on the line. I don't know how that works.
no. That was like should be a block when we come out of the timeout, but we'll never know. We'll never know. So again, if you're just joining us for the Spivey Special podcast, Spivey Special on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everywhere. We got the greatest. Let me rephrase that. Our favorite Sacramento King of all time. It's in the story. We've been voting on it. We're down to the Elite Eight right now. Our curtain leaders are Bibby, Peja, Weber, and Christie, which would then be the final four for tomorrow if they all hold on. Peja against Bobby Jackson's our closest matchup right now. Christie, Weber, and Bibby look like they've locked their way to the final four.
Travis said you have to be completely outside of the circle. It looked like he had a foot on the line.
Yeah, he had half a foot over the line. It should be a block if that's what they are challenging. Again, we don't know because it's on mute.
And I don't know if Travis actually knows that rule. Maybe if it was like a disc golf rule, I would be like 100% sure that he was right. So we'll see what happens after it.
Nobody knows the rules. It's home by dinner.
It's all made up.
Look at this. I already got one of those 13s. You don't got to sell me no iPhone. I didn't get the one. The guy said I should get the plus that has like the 3 cameras, and I could have done like movies and all that, but I just went with the normal one. I'm like, I don't know. My TikTok career could take off, but
you never know, Treg.
I just got.
We kind of know because you made them and they didn't really go anywhere else, but
yeah, with my iPhone 7.
That's what it was. It was the camera.
Not the material.
Not the boring content.
The material was great. Speaking of that, you still owe me a dance, and I still owe you a growler. So once that dance posts, I'll get you your growler.
Well, Travis is ref for 12 years, so that's pretty good.
A lot of first and second grade co-ed basketball. I coach that. It is so good. You do not bring the whistle. 4 fouls,
Their
5
coach looks
turnovers.
really upset. That's got to be good for us.
Well, hopefully they take that foul away from Sabonis. 14-8 though, 5 assists. A lot of turnovers again though. I think it's just working his way onto the new team. There you go. Sabonis to the line. Blocking foul.
Love it. Give him some shots, baby. Reverse call. That's what I'm talking about.
If those stats were up to date, that will take a foul and a turnover
coach Alvin
away.
Gentry with the ballsy call here.
So what I was talking with some other big Kings guys about is I think that the biggest decision that the Kings have is going to be the head coach.
Do we have a guess as to who that might be?
I don't, but I don't want it to be like a Doug Christie or
Bobby Jackson.
I mean? Bobby Jackson. I don't want that. I don't want an old king. I want someone who's, has
Bobby
a good
Jackson's
pedigree.
Done a really good team with the Stockton Kings. He's done a really good job.
But that doesn't mean anything to me. I want someone who's been there, done that. Sabonis is just nasty, man. I'm telling you, that guy has such good feet work around the rim.
We're gonna clip this, but Troy wants Phil Jackson to be the next head coach of the Sacramento Kings.
I think that's what we need, those Nas Reed shooting threes. That is what we want. Kings down 2 with the ball. Sabonis just going to work in the post. He's going to take him. Oh, man. Shake it, bake it. That was a lot.
You gotta shake it and then you gotta bake it. Oh, and then it
That
just
was
bounces out to the 3-point line.
that was all of Europe's step there. Boom. Big three in the corner.
I like this team, Troy.
This
I
arena,
like
this
this, Troy.
town is energized.
There's a lot
Oh,
going
boy.
on right now.
Oh, my gosh. Sabonis with another rebound. He's close to a double-double now. And he throws it away. Oh,
Mr.
no.
Double Double. He's gonna get a quad double with turnovers included.
No, they took a foul and a turnover away from that.
Oh, the charge was the fifth one.
I think it was the fourth foul. I don't know if they updated that when they
No,
put
his
it on the
fifth
screen.
turnover was the offensive.
Yeah.
Because he has 4
So
now.
and then they down to 3 fouls.
He's got 4 personal fouls.
Huh. Interesting. So the Kings have run like 2 or 3 plays today, basically run in circles and just pass it. I think that's a play that just everyone runs. Look at that. Mary had a little floater in the lane. Kings up by 3 with 9:03 left in the fourth.
This is
Get
just
the
wild.
crowd
And this is wild.
forget the 10th seed. Watch out for like the 5th seed. We're winning out, baby.
They're essentially celebrity shouting this game against a team they just lost by 20.
Well, say that again. I froze for a second.
Oh, they're basically celebrity shouting this whole game.
Why not?
And they're up. I love it.
Again, though, the hardest thing in the world to do is to beat the same team 2 nights in a row. You saw it even when the Kings were shaking and baking. They lost to the Mavericks on the second night.
Nobody beats us 2 times in a row.
You can't do it unless it's like a road and home. Then that's fine, but not a home and home, baby. Come on, what's your come on? Did you hear who? I have a commercial with Gronk on it. Did you hear who Gronk said he'd come out of retirement and play with if he had to choose one quarterback?
Who's that?
Joe Burrow.
Oh, okay.
Forgot the rest of the quote, but that's the guy he said he wanted to play with. Interesting.
I'm not a big Bengals guy, either are you, so.
So who
Should we just do our Super Bowl picks now that we're in a pizza guy commercial?
You're lucky. I'm at a Carl's Jr. breakfast burrito commercial. I think who's going to win is I think the Rams are going to win, but I think that the Bengals might cover. 4 is a big number to me.
Did it move back to 4?
When I saw it earlier today, it was at 4.
Okay. Yeah, I got the Rams too. They were there recently. The Bengals haven't been there before. They're playing at home. The Bengals are like at Super Bowl. They're at like Disneyland right now. Living in SoCal.
I wouldn't count Joe Burrow out though. That guy's just a winner.
Yeah, their defense is really good too.
That's what's won them a lot of their games is their defense. And I know Joe Burrow and Chase and Mixon, they get a lot of the love, but that defense holding the Chiefs to 3 points in the second half there in that game was just really good adjustments. 2 straight games against the Chiefs for the Bengals on the defensive end. Lamb's got 12 tonight, 29 points from the bench.
Indy Baller says Bengals by 3, Destiny. You might be right.
I love that.
This is like a weird story
Dory
right now.
Right? No one knows what's happening. There's no way the Bengals should have beat the Titans and the Chiefs 2 weeks in a row.
They were plus 10,000. They have the same odds as the Lions to start the season and win the Super Bowl. Maybe it's their year.
You never know. It's one of those things, though.
I think
could Stafford turn into the next Dan Marino if he doesn't win it this year?
Could Burrow turn into Dan Marino? Is that what you said?
Stafford if he doesn't win it this year.
Well, that's not Dan Marino. Dan Marino went in his first year and then never went back.
No, what I'm saying is like reverse. I'm saying
he's
like
the
just
reverse.
never.
Like he retires.
No, I'm just saying he's never gonna win one, but he's a really good. Oh, I jinxed Nas Reed for 3 tie game.
Troy.
I'm saying Stafford Stafford could be one of those guys that
They
never
just never
wins
gets
one.
one. It could be.
Because the hardest thing, unless you're the Chiefs or the Patriots, it's really, really hard to return to the Super Bowl. As easy as it may seem. Look at Sabonis with the O board. He's getting me dizzy down there, though. Yeah, that
He's
Nas
a
Reed guy's tall.
There's behind the back passes and offensive rebounds. I can't even follow this.
No, there's too much
Where's the
basketball being
fadeaway
played.
threes with no time left on the clock, Kings, that I'm used to?
Yeah, no one's even dented the side of the backboard yet tonight. Sabonis, that has to be a double-double there for him.
Sabonis has 18 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists.
So he got it on that offensive. Foxy in the lane. Kings up by 2. I bet Sabonis and Fox play the rest of this quarter if I had to guess.
You mean the game?
Yeah, maybe a quick little rest
Unless it
here
goes to
for a
OT.
couple of minutes. Even still, we got him. Let's run his breaks off, baby.
Can they get to 140 points though, Troy?
No, absolutely not. Maybe actually. You got to think a normal. No, because they'd
The way
have
the
to
defense
get.
is fired up.
Yeah, we're just unable to get a stop, and Lamb over there just jumping for no reason. Oh, good. Holmes is going to come in. This is that quick breather I was talking about.
Sabonis got 4 fouls, so
Could you? Do you think you could run Holmes at the 4?
no.
Or that would just be weird.
No.
Sabonis at the 4, though, maybe.
Andy Baller, between Fox and Sabonis, the Kings are never going to get a call ever again.
Wow. How did that go in? It's like Harlem Globetrotters.
He just skyhooked it, Troy. He creamed it in.
We don't have that button. It's a bonus with the. Oh, man, that is just pure butter. The guy's so talented on the offensive end. If we
You
could
see how he
just
just gets to a spot and he's open and he just makes it so that he can score points? That's refreshing.
Yeah. Well, it's nice to. When he shoots, you think it's going to go in. Look at Fox accidentally trying defense there. I don't want there to be a whistle, so Sabonis comes out. Guys, just 6 minutes, no timeouts, no stoppages in play.
Just push it, baby.
Oh, baby. Barnes. Kings up by 2 with 6 minutes left. Nice little find there from
That was a
Marietta
pretty
Little.
good Barnes head fake. He usually does
Yeah.
that really lazy one where he just looks like he can barely lift the ball.
Oh, boy. Oh, go, Fox. Uh-oh.
Barnes has
He might beat
25 tonight? When did that happen?
How did Fox is going to get teed up? I don't know how that wasn't a foul, but then again, Fox is trash, so.
When's the last time the
Timeout.
Kings had 3 players with 20 points?
Who got the technical?
Well, it's got to be Fox. It could be Gentry. Yeah, it's got to be Fox.
Could be Gentry.
Well, Gentry's yelling at the other guys to go get Fox, so I'm going to assume that...
You know who I wish got Fox was the Pacers. You're creating all that contact.
No, that's a flop. That's a good no call.
Yeah, she's going to get actually a good rating in her. You know how you get that after the game? I thought that
Yeah.
that's especially one
That's
of
a
the
good no
rules they're
call.
trying to focus. It's one of the rules they're trying to focus on.
I hate that arm flip or head flip like early on.
Mm-hmm.
When you're the guy dribbling into the other guy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He created all the contact there. He was out of control, and that's why he had to get that shot up late. So
Kings down 1, 5:18 left in the game. Very exciting game so far.
We got a little shot clock malfunction. 87 ain't having it. She's blowing everybody up.
She's saying, "Come on, dude, you got one job." Who's shot clock, dude?
Gosh. Where's Loca been tonight? You know what I mean?
I'm like
Just...
upset. Should we message her on Twitter and like, what's going on? If
a
she's
little
on
worried
Tyler's
about
right
her.
now, I'm gonna be upset.
I'm just a little worried about her. Wonder what Katie Christensen is saying.
Gentry doesn't look very happy.
I think he's happy he doesn't have Halliburton. He still has Fox.
That was his call, yeah. He has a lot to say as the interim coach.
Fox is just so whiny. He's like DeMarcus Cousins 2.0, the most talented guy on the team, but just crybaby.
Well, not anymore. Sabonis is easily the most talented guy now.
No, yeah, but he's not. Sabonis isn't really a crybaby, which I like. He's caveman. Fox is such trash. I hope they draw up the last play of the game for Fox. If it's close. I
love it when he does that thing where he does the step back, but he slips because he can't do it.
When he's just awful at everything he tries to do because no one likes him.
Maybe they could bench him at the end of the game like Westbrook. Maybe we can have Shemezi Metu in the game instead.
If we could just have people boo him. Like when he hits the ball.
If we boo him, can he hear us? Are they piping our audio into the stadium?
I think that's what they're playing at halftime. You didn't even read the FU Zach.
Oh, no, I saw it.
Gosh, he's mad. You got to read them all.
He's mad because I made fun of him for his disc golf.
Disc golf, I don't think I'd be very good at it.
He also calls it ball golf. So he's literally the worst.
That might be like the worst thing I've ever heard. I heard someone else call it that too. I was, what? I think that's a disc golf thing. I think that's what disc golfers call it, is ball golf.
That's some hippie nonsense.
Yeah, I don't like that. So Zach, what are you thinking? Did we get a response there?
Okay, it says I hate you so much, Zach. It's good. Travis is getting a lot better at golf, though. Allegedly, not when I play with him, but
yeah, him and Vito, they're both scratch golfers. Yeah, I remember we played with Vito. We played at Sunset Whitney, and he just kept reloading. No, it wasn't Sunset. Is that the one that's no longer there?
It was Rockland Golf Club, I think, at the time.
Oh my gosh! And like we would drive across the fairway, and he would just re-rack. Why is Mitchell at the line? Did we miss something?
I think we missed it. We were telling Vito stories.
Maybe I think they might have challenged something else.
Can they challenge that free throw attempt by David Mitchell?
That wasn't even close. That's like, remember Fox at the end of the game missed 2 free throws to lose it? That was classic. So Kings tied before 34 left.
Yeah, he needed the one to go to overtime, and he missed both.
Oh my gosh, just Trolley City. That changed the whole season. We could have been a 5 seed.
Yeah, we played Rockland Golf Club, and Vito had like 4 shots to get out of a bunker, and he said he got a 5 on the hole, and I almost flipped out. Oh, Mitchell with the dunk.
The
Kings
crowd
by
is
2. Let's go, baby.
Fox up 4, baby. Are you a little behind?
No, I just saw it. Fox is finishing. That doesn't happen very often.
No, he's like trying. Well, not on this end of the court, but
it's a new De'Aaron Fox.
It's the De'Aaron Fox that we should have. Okay, I like Mitchell on Russell now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little different. Who got that rebound? Was that
Maybe
Mary had
let's
a
not
little?
switch every time they do pick and roll so that Mitchell doesn't end up on the guy.
Gosh. Okay, Foxy's just taking it. Bad pass. Okay, now we got to bring back in Sabonis, right? Or you think he'll let Holmes finish it?
Yeah, Holmes earned it by scoring 2 points tonight.
Oh, I thought he even had that first assist, but it was not. Sabonis off the court. Yeah, look at Sabonis. He's such a team player.
Dude, he was like pumping the crowd up in the first quarter. I just love this dude. We've only seen him for
I
40
told
minutes.
I told you this is the guy I wanted. My my good buddy who's been on the show, Kevin, huge college guy when we go into madness as we always do, and Sabonis was like his
That's his dude.
dude. So I couldn't be more happy about Sabonis. I know it's just one game and all that, and I just don't think Sabonis is going to be a guy that's going to let you quit or he'll just punch you in the face.
All right, Trey, 3 minutes left. Who has the best plus minus on the Kings and who is the worst?
The worst is Barnes.
No, not tonight. He is a
No,
minus,
it's
though.
just probably Holmes.
Is the best?
Worst.
No, Holmes is +7.
I think the best is Lamb.
Lamb is +17. He is the best of the night.
Yeah, he's played well.
Loca, you're
This is
back.
Look how many people are at this game though for a Wednesday night.
Loca says, I am the best and Troy is the worst. I will agree with Loca.
Mm-hmm.
Troy is the worst.
That's right. Loca, you know I'm your favorite. You don't have to hide it. Kings up 4 with the ball.
I love it. Let's do it, Rangers.
Well, Sabonis back in the game for the close here. Smart. I like the way he's just not trying to force any pass in there. That was like 6 steps by Barnes, but just throw it up. Sabonis got awfully pushed in the back there that all the refs missed, but we got a lucky bounce out of the bounds. Kings 14 on the shot clock, up 4, 3:12
Every
left
3 years
in
in
the
the
ball
NBA,
game.
you get an extra pivot foot, Troy. So he gets 2
That makes
extras
more
now.
sense. That was he just like
Oh,
ran
Sabonis
it.
with a random tip in. Kings by 6. What is going on? How
He
come
is
we're not
jacked
at this
too.
game, Troy?
He is so jacked right now. Just looks like a caveman. He like should be drawn on rocks right now. I don't know if you could do that.
Did I go to
Okay.
Halliburton's last game? I think I did. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, I went to
I think I
Kobe's last
jinxed it.
game.
Did you?
Last
No, you
game in
didn't.
Arco.
Oh, okay.
Last game in Arco.
Oh my gosh. Kings with a 3. Kings by 9. Harrison Barnes is out of control right now.
Was that 30 for him?
Maybe we could trade him for Anthony Davis right now, the way he's playing right now.
10-0 run right now. Just rim running. You lint lickers. Minnesota doesn't even know what hit him, honestly. I think we could pass Minnesota.
I think Leo with the +9. He's back in the chat. I think he called it, man.
Oh, is he in here?
Leo's back in. Don't forget the +9 Kings is back. He's
We
got the crown
won't. We
and the beer
won't.
now.
Great.
Do we owe
Leo.
Leo a beer if it ends up at +9? He hasn't watched
If
a
it's
lot of
exact-
Kings game. There's 2 minutes. They can lose this game.
Oh,
They
absolutely.
can and they will.
I mean, his odds to take the Kings would be -9, obviously, but I understand what he's trying to go with. I would just take my +1 in his.
Oh my gosh, Fox is driving through the lane and scoring buckets. They're up now with a minute 37. Trey, they're gonna win this game.
Oh, they should. Let's not get too crazy. Rebound.
Oh, loose ball foul. What a joke.
Well, the overhit.
See, that's the Fox that we need. The driving through the lane.
What's good? Oh, that might be 3 fouls. No, they didn't even call a foul.
Yeah, that was a block.
Okay.
That was clean.
Look, anytime a shooter moves his head one way or the other. You just assume.
Is Leo gonna Vicky Valancourt this? It ain't
If
no
he's in the
guess. It's what it's
future,
gonna be.
if he's in the future, I need some bets for tomorrow, bud. See, watch him change his head. It looked like he got hit in the head.
The
That
ox
was a
and the fox with the high five. I love that. Am I back
we
in
had
on Fox, Troy? What happened? I blacked
no,
out.
we're not. We're not.
No, we're still out on Fox. Okay.
Yeah, we just really like Sabonis.
Okay.
And Sabonis looks happy to be here. I don't know. I would right now sit down with
Sabonis is
him.
unlocking the lockbox that is De'Aaron Fox.
You sit down with Sabonis tonight and extend that deal with those good juices.
I think we got
Don't
his.
let
I
him.
think we got his bird rights too.
Oh, that's not a foul. Do not let him fester in Sacramento and get grumpy. We need to extend his deal.
He's played one game. They've won 100% of the games when he's here. You
Yeah,
sign him long term.
he's in it to win it. If
Carl
they
Anthony
lose
Towns
this
is like, I
game,
didn't know they had DeMontis Sabonis. When did that happen?
this isn't the team we played yesterday. It's wonder why those three guys were taking selfies in the streets of Sacramento.
I thought Damian Jones was their center. What happened?
Yeah, that's who we played last night, right? No Holmes,
No
no
Holmes or
Sabonis,
Sabonis.
obviously.
You
Who's
clearly
playing
slapped
Alec?
him, dude.
I mean, you got to challenge it. Dude, I don't.
What's the deal with the dude with the scarf behind the replay
I don't
announcer? Did
know.
you see him?
Isn't that the guy who does like that timeout stuff?
He's wearing a scarf inside. It's probably 80 degrees inside of Golden One right now.
That's the. I'm pretty sure it was a quick. Oh, never mind. It's not
He's
him.
back.
I thought it was the guy that we played volleyball against. Remember him?
Oh, I do remember that guy.
What was his name?
Oh, I don't remember any other names.
No, the guy that worked for the Kings who would do like the timeouts and stuff. We
Oh,
played against him.
we did.
Scott.
Scott Moak.
No. Maybe it wasn't Scott. If anyone in the chat happened to watch one of our indoor co-ed volleyball games and remember the guy. Drew. Well, write a note. We'll ask
It might have
Vic
been
next
Ricky
week.
Martin.
I want to say it was Scott. He was the captain of the team. This is really good audio for everybody
This is
here.
very good. This is going to be great. It's going to translate well to our podcast.
Yeah, everyone's going to be listening this week. Like, who was that guy? Drew Gooden. No. Gosh, that's going to bug me all night now. I'll text you at like 11 o'clock tonight.
I have no idea what this guy's saying.
This guy's very hard to read
It was
his
a
lips.
successful challenge. They're saying he stripped the ball.
Something's wrong though. You call Ann Fong and you're fine. So I did see all ball. I saw a travel.
So what do they call? Like nobody had the ball clearly. We got a jump ball.
I think it's jump ball, yeah.
Sabonis Towns jump ball.
This is the only way the Kings lose.
If he wins this jump ball, I say they just sign him to the extension right now.
I'm telling you, tonight you sit down and you sign the extension before both sides get upset. Okay, minute 11 left. Kings up by 9.
I like these odds. Generally, I don't, but we got Sabonis now, so I think they got a chance.
Yeah, the guy can stroke it from the line. So good defender. Not a good defender, but a good rebounder. And I think that's the one thing we were missing. If it goes up, he comes down with it.
Strip ball by Fox?
I don't know if he'll win in a foot race.
Oh my gosh. What is going on right now?
I'm telling you, Fox didn't like Hallie getting all the love. He's got blown up on that screen, though. Love that. Ooh, that guy was playing 21. He just got tipped. Deep timeout. So Kings up 9, 46.8. The crowd is going wild. Fox, give us the points real quick. 3 guys over 20, you said?
If Mitchell can score 2 more points, it'll be 4 guys over 20.
Oh, when you
Sabonis
score,
with 22, Barnes with 28, Fox with 27, and Mitchell with 18.
and then our next one's Lamb, I think. He had 12.
Metu had 13, 12 of them in
Oh,
the
yeah.
first quarter.
Yeah, so he's really gone clutch after that. But that's huge. I mean, if you think about it, the Kings were down big in the first. If Metu doesn't have those 12 in the first, this is maybe another blowout like it was last night.
Mm-hmm. Lamb is now plus 22. Mitchell's plus 19, and Fox is plus 11.
See, I'm telling you, even last night, Fox looked like a weight was lifted off his shoulders. Although the Kings didn't win, they didn't play well. They were just undermanned. But I think it's just a different De'Aaron Fox.
Kings are shooting 40% from 3 tonight.
That's rare.
87% from the line.
1 steal. I'm glad that they put that underneath Fox's. But Fox has 7 rebounds tonight himself. So, I mean, with a 128 to 119 to have that many rebounds is rare. Not a lot of missed shots tonight. That was definitely a clear path foul, if you ask me.
Flagrant 2, probably.
Oh, they weren't even in the penalty. So 45.3 seconds left. Kings up by 9.
Oh, that was close.
Again, if you guys are watching tonight, next week will be our 100th career show. We'll be back on the air as we are every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So come and join us for our 100th episode. We'll be having all sorts of guests. We'll be playing our favorite game, the grab bag, where we ask random questions, talking Kings, getting everyone's feel on the, we'll have a better feel on the trade that's gone down. Right now, we're in love with the trade because we're
We will
undefeated.
have our full recap from the trade deadline, which is tomorrow at noon. We're expecting at least 1 or 2 more trades from the Kings before the deadline, so we'll see what this team actually looks like. Although they look pretty good tonight, I don't think Holmes will be very happy if he's still on this team and has to play off the bench.
But he should, if he stays on this team, play off the bench. So we're thinking possibly Barnes, but most likely not. We're hoping Bagley. I mean, I don't even think Bagley even played tonight, or is he
No.
still? I think he's hurt.
He's still fake hurt.
Yeah, so Bagley, Holmes.
All right, Trev, if you were following the Twitter drama today, Rashawn Holmes' mom tweeted, "Thank you." And the Kings Twitter went insane, thinking that she was thanking Sacramento and Holmes got traded. And everyone responded, "What do you mean by thank you?" And apparently she was responding to a message that she received from some random person, and it was Rashawn Holmes' mom, so she did it wrong. And she had to post another thing saying, "This had nothing to do with the trade. I was just trying to say thank you to my friend." After her thank you tweet had like 50 retweets or something. It was good.
That is good. I like that. I think more moms should text random things of famous people. If their kids, just needs a little love.
Bagley's dad's been pretty quiet.
I think he was happy that Bagley was starting to get a little more run. I think Bagley showed enough before he got fake hurt that it'll be good for a trade, hopefully, is my hope.
Kings by 11 with 36 seconds to go. They have scored
and the ball
130 points tonight with 3 guys they just recently added to the team.
Just walked on the court tonight.
Andy Baller, thanks for joining us tonight. You've been a lot of fun. Thank you for the positive vibes from Sabonis. Enjoy Halliburton. He's our favorite.
Enjoy Buddy if you don't flip
Enjoy
him like you
whatever you
should.
guys get for Buddy, and enjoy
Hopefully it's
that cap
something.
room from Tristan Thompson. And Loka, yes, the Kings finally will win. They're going to be
That's
only 15 games under 500. Try. They're right in this 10 seed.
but they're only 3 games out of the 10 seed, which is gross. So who's the 9 again?
The nine's the Lakers.
So the Kings would go to LA. Let's say if they found a way to the 10 seed.
They'd go to LA basically either way because the 8th seed is the Clippers and they keep going back and forth.
I'd much rather play the Lakers. We match up well with the Lakers. Well, who knows anymore because this is a different team.
All right, try Domantas Sabonis final stats 22 and 14 with 5 assists and a steal. I love this guy.
I'm telling you that we would. I mean, he's offensively just very gifted with the ball. He's not going to, I know he had a few turnovers tonight, but I mean, with as many assists and passes that he makes, it's just one of those high volume situations where they're not all going to land. So, Kings with a big win tonight, 132 to 119. They won by 13. Our buddy in the chat said they'd win by 9. So, I'm going to give him a little credit. That was a pretty ballsy call at the time. I think the Kings were down by 4 or something at the time. The guy just goes
Leo Renz
crazy.
with the all-time haymaker call. Kings are going to win by more than 9. I love it.
It's going to be one of those we always remember. The guy just comes in, just
You
shoots
didn't even remember
bullets.
his name like 15 minutes later, so I doubt that we're going to always remember it.
Always the guy. That's who he's going to be named as. I'm terrible with names. You know that.
And words and reading. And
So our guests for next week that we have lined up, Tyler Golding, the Animal 916. Big Vic, he's going to join. We got Josh and Deb at the 9 o'clock hour next week. So we're going to have to make a 4x4 little thing for them to join. And then we're going to have some other people join us as well.
Travis, thanks for joining us tonight. Loka, thanks for joining us tonight. Maybe we'll have Loka on as a guest in a future episode.
You never know. If she wants to join, she can join.
She's a big Kings fan. Maybe we'll wait till the Browns play a relevant game. So
we're like episode
like in
1,000.
2025.
Episode 1,000. We're having Loka on for the Browns Super Bowl. There's some good energy in that arena tonight. I mean, you can even look behind Kyle and Morgan right there.
Did you see the signs from last night's game?
Probably weren't ideal.
The signs from last night said, trade Vivek. One of them said, why trade Halliburton? And the other one said, welcome to basketball hell, Domas. That's where the Kings fans were last night. And now they're ecstatic. I'm ecstatic. I'm excited. I can't wait to listen to Kings Radio tomorrow. I can't wait to see what happens in the trade deadline, which is 12 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. I'm excited.
I'm telling you, Sabonis is a difference maker. He's a 2-time All-Star for a reason. You put him, maybe that'll unlock the box of Fox, and then you have those two going. You find that third piece.
We don't have the 3-point guards. Mitchell will get a chance to flourish.
Yeah, Mitchell played well tonight. He had 18, hit some good shots, played some good defense.
Maybe we can play Barnes in his actual position, and we'll see.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
I definitely think if we can put Barnes in the 3, Sabonis, Fox, you just have to fill those other 2. We have decent backups. I think Jones is your backup for Sabonis.
Mm-hmm. So we could move Len, we could move Holmes, we could move Bagley.
But would Bagley be a good 4 to roll with?
No, we can't play defense. We can't have just Mitchell as the only player on the floor that can play defense. Right?
He wouldn't even be on the floor of that starting squad either. That'd be the best part of it. What do you mean we didn't play defense tonight?
Yeah, Mitchell was outrageous. Strictly Kevin joining us. Mitchell was great today. fantastic. I wish he would have got to 20 so we would have had 4 of them. He was a plus 23, absolutely great on defense. I wish Fox was better at switching or running through screens so that Mitchell had to keep coming off Russell, because I think Off Night would have done a much better job at that. But
Yeah,
can't
the one
argue with
possession.
132 points.
Yeah, the one
8, 7,
possession.
and 7 from Mitchell tonight, Troy. That is outrageous.
Yeah, that late possession, Mitchell actually stayed on Russell and put him in a bad shot. He shot it short. So Russell was cooking in the third. I thought they did a pretty good job on him on the fourth. I think that was the difference. They couldn't really get their offense going in the fourth quarter. Kings did, made some shots, had some big. What we always say when we watch the Kings game is when they do play good defense, they can never finish it up with a rebound. I thought that they limited the offensive rebounds tonight, and I think that was the difference, especially in the fourth. Actually got some 3 or 4 big offensive rebounds too.
Sabonis had 5 offensive rebounds tonight. That is
Yeah,
huge for the Kings.
it's big. I mean, he's a guy that's going to go down there. He's going to fight. He's going to scrap. He's going to get in position. And he's gonna, get those rebounds, tap random ones in, and I just like his footwork. His footwork is silly for a guy that big. So he's like Barnes, except like better
But he can
footwork.
finish
Yeah, finish around the rim. I
and
mean, that's
pass.
something. He's a guy too, like Holmes. He can finish around the rim, short, but I don't think he's a guy who can post somebody up and get his own shot. And Sabonis can do that. He has very good post moves. Holmes needs a guy, like we always say, like Halliburton, to be running with. So great game by the Kings. I liked Lamb. A little indifferent on. You're not the other guy.
Justin Holiday had a
Holiday.
kind of a quiet game. He was 0 for 6 from 3 tonight.
He's one of those
I'm gonna
guys.
chalk that up to jet lag.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen all the time.
I think he's hit like 300 threes in the last 2 seasons, so I think that number is going to turn around.
And then Lamb's the one that's going to be gone, right?
I believe he's the expiring contract.
Yeah.
But maybe we re-sign him to a team friendly
deal. You never know. Up the floor. You never know. I mean, I just like Sabonis. I don't know how many times we're going to say it tonight. The dude's a caveman. The dude's a fighter. The guy's a winner. I think it's the guy that makes people around him better. And I think Fox is over his little temper tantrum. He's going to start playing well.
Sabonis sure did a good job of unlocking Fox today. He hit him in a lot of spots where he could just cut and get to the basket. Took a lot of pressure away from Fox.
Well, what's good too is Sabonis can do that thing where he's on the elbow or up top where he can do the screen with his body, let Fox get downhill, hand him the ball, and Fox can, get to the rim. So I think if Fox can continually play downhill and Sabonis can clean up and get his points wherever, I mean, it's good 2 guys to have.
Absolutely. Well, Troy, that was a really fun game. I'm excited for the trade deadline tomorrow. If we get something crazy, like if Vivek gets traded for Julius Randle or something, then we might have an emergency pod tomorrow.
I'm all about that.
I think it'll be some low-key trades tomorrow, if anything.
Yeah, maybe I don't know if the Kings make a move, to be honest with you.
Maybe Bags for like a second-round pick or something.
Yeah, I think you need to move Holmes. I just don't know if you do. I could see Holmes possibly be moved in the offseason, definitely. I think we might be stuck with him, but you never know. I mean, before we even go to bed, there could be a trade made, but most likely in the morning. Maybe even before we wake up.
I will be F5ing Twitter all day tomorrow until 12 o'clock.
Yeah, you send me those texts like you always do. Because I'm not big on the Twitter thing.
Or phones or reading or...
No, I'm not. I'm old man. Benjamin Button. Is that a thing?
I don't know, Trey. All right, Trey, you got anything else?
Follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, at Spivey Special. Jump into our Instagram. We are doing our current favorite Sacramento King of all time. I wish this happened a couple weeks later so we could put Sabonis on there because he would probably win at this point. But right now it's looking like our Elite Eight's currently in there. So go ahead and vote on that right now. Bibby, Peja, Weber, and Christie are leading those 4 matchups. So if you want to flip one of those, the one that's real close is the Peja against Bobby Jackson. So go ahead and head over to our story and vote. We'll have a champion by Friday.
Make sure to join us next week on Twitch or Facebook or YouTube so we can do our live show, our 100th episode of the podcast. We're going to have all kinds of guests. We're going to play grab bag. We're going to talk Kings basketball. There's going to be a lot of things going on. Make sure you join us for that. It should be a rad time.
Super rad, yo.
Damian Lillard is joining us on YouTube. Is Mitchell the rookie of the year? I think he might be. He's been fantastic the last few weeks. And I think he's only going to get better with
more play. He's going to get more minutes now that Halliburton's gone. So, absolutely. So, we got Loca's got all kinds of messages now in here. It's just getting wild. No one wants us to leave. Let's just stay on forever. Yeah, I think Mitchell's trending that way. I think we've talked about it. 2 really good picks by the GM. I like the trade. I think Kings are trending in the right position, right direction. But I think the number one thing that the Kings need to lock down this offseason is a head coach. I think that's going to be the guy. You need a good head coach. You need a guy that's going to be here a while. We can't just keep what were you saying? 11 coaches in 15 years. You can't have that and expect anything different.
It's insane. And we don't want it to be Christie. We don't want it to be Bobby Jackson. We want to have an established head coach if we can, if that's an option. I don't know for sure if that's a thing. I love Christie being the defensive coach that's on there. I went to the Kings game the other night, and he's out there personally working with Bagley, getting him in his spots, making him play defense. It was really fun to watch. I think he's doing a really good job with the team, but I don't think he's ready to be the head coach at this point. And we don't want him to flame out because Vivek will fire a coach for no reason, and then we hate him like we hate Vlade and kind of Peja for ruining the Kings for their stretch of running the Kings.
Yeah, I think you need to bring in a veteran coach. You need someone that's gonna kind of get the best they can out of Sabonis and Fox, and that's our future. Are those 2 guys right there?
Someone that can get them to play defense, like Mark Jackson or something like that.
I don't like Mark Jackson.
Well, he doesn't like you either, Trey.
I don't know who they're going to choose. They're going to pick someone stupid like Drake or something.
Bad Bunny is the new head coach of the Kings.
You see Dennis Rodman's... It's a sidebar. Sorry. Dennis Rodman's daughter got like the highest ever amount of money for a women's soccer player.
I believe it. She's probably an insane athlete.
I believe it. She didn't seem as crazy as her dad, but I only saw a picture, so I don't really know.
Would you want to play soccer against a girl that was Dennis Rodman's daughter? I think she'd probably be crazy.
Yeah, could you imagine the stories of her childhood? If she was even around, Dennis. I don't, again, know those stats either.
She was raised in North Korea, Trey.
Guam.
All right, Trey, we got anything else?
Zach,